This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. On first down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Holds it in on the left. Afterburners coming. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Volunteers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll run it to the right side. And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense has a second down play. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Got his man on the right. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Offense gets set for second down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Austin. Feeling some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's going to pass. Buying some time. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Volunteers will try to pick it up on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced.
Off he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Now on the option. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Just steamrolling the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Trying to find his man on first down. And the ball is intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Wants to throw. It's Austin. Starts to scramble to the left. Got his man quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Slings it. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He uncorks one deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Red pass, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Getting some heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
He's just Johnny on the spot. And now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying play action. He's going up top. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Running for it on 4th down. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently nowadays going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Now they're going to throw it. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The give to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to throw. It's Austin. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, what a move! He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Michigan! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Tennessee, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got him there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with him. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. Stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
First down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 28, Tennessee 14.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
A run for the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Second down coming up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
He's loose. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Let's go.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Pound 55 weak.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. The option look. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback will audible. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 19 to Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete on the right side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Keeps it going. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He's taking the shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Line gets set, 1st down.
42 Spiders.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw, it's Austin. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Michigan.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Michigan.
And here we go, final play of the game right here.
Here we go.
Looking for a man, it's Austin. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds his big tight end. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out,